Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I'm here with an unboxing of two kits from Jaded Gem Shop. Jaded Gem Shop is a small shop in the diamond painting community that offers a really wide variety of licensed diamond painting artwork and has a lot of artists and art styles that I really enjoy a lot. So the first kit I'll be sharing with you is called Talk to the Snakes and was actually sent to me by Jaded Gem Shop to share with you all. So thanks, Jaded Gem Shop. This is going to be in the hand charted version. They do have two rendering styles. I'm going to show you the other one actually in the second kit that I have to share with you that's called Mosswood Cafe. I'll get you a better look at the artwork once we open this up. But this one's going to be in the hybrid charted version, and Mosswood Cafe I did purchase. It has been a while since I purchased it, but I did buy this one and realized that I had never unboxed it here with you all. So we're going to start with Talk to the Snakes, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the shop as we go along. So like I said, this shop does offer two charting styles or two rendering styles. If you're not sure what that means, rendering is how artwork is translated into diamond painting form, and different shops have different approaches out there. And some shops, like Jaded Gem Shop, offer multiple options. So this one I'm going to show you is hand charted, or sometimes they call it pixel charted in Jaded Gem Shop. What this means is that someone, usually Jade or her one employee, will be going through and really just pixel by pixel charting this artwork so that it has a really clean look to it, and you're going to get lots of color blocking and a really amazing attention to detail. So by contrast, the other one that I'm going to show you, which is hybrid charted, is more like a computer render with some hand touch-ups. And I've done several of the hybrid charted versions here on my channel before, and especially depending on the art style, it can really suit it beautifully. If you're wondering, well, really, how can I see a comparison between the two rendering styles? I actually did a full comparison series here on my channel. I think it was in the spring, and so I'll link to that playlist below. I completed the same artwork in each rendering style and did a lot of really in-depth comparisons of the two, and so that I think is a really easy way to see the difference between them. So I'm going to roll this backwards to help it lay flat, and you can see, even just the parts that you are seeing, how crisp and clear this image and artwork are already. Oh, she is pretty. All those pinks. Oh my gosh. And I am a huge fan of the color pink, so this is going to be right up my alley. So let me show you what I did pull out here. I did decide, whenever I get kits from Jaded Gem Shop, I forego the toolkit. The toolkit is optional because I just have so many supplies. I don't need more toolkits. But still, what automatically comes with it is going to be this is release paper, so you can use that in place of the plastic cover if you prefer. You're also always going to get a roll of jade green washi tape that I really like to use for sectioning my paintings, and a cover minder in a random style. There's magnets on the back, and you can use it to hold back the plastic cover while you're diamond painting. And then you're going to get a sticker sheet, and there is a look at the original artwork, although that's actually the digital render, which again, this was done like pixel by pixel by Jade at Jaded Gem Shop, which is really cool. So we have a bunch of pre-cut sticker labels over here, and there's 50 colors in this kit. With these hand charted kits, you will often see a lot of special drills already charted in, and I love how they do the placement. And what's really neat is if you go to look at the listing, like if you go to listing for this specific kit of Talk to the Snakes, you will be able to see in like the set of images that are on the listing, you can actually scroll through, and there's going to be one of those images where it's going to have highlighted all of the areas of the painting specifically that have special drills, which I think is a really neat and unique feature. So love that. But this one's going to come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crystals, I believe. And I think and then that's glimmer, 2 glimmer, and then 2 more crystals. So 7 crystals, 2 glimmer, lots of glimmer. And then the size is going to be 60 by 80 centimeters. Yeah, 7 crystal, 2 glimmer. There's their branding down here. And then these are a set of all pre-cut sticker labels. The DMC code is in the right-hand column. This is what most diamond painting companies use to classify and number their colors. So not an exception here. But let me go ahead and show you the canvas as well. Now, one thing to note with the pixel charted or hand charted kits is that they're basically going to be available in, well, one size per drill shape. So because it is hand charted, they only are going to hand chart it in the one size as opposed to hand charting it in multiple sizes. with kind of an exception. Let me explain. So square drills are a little bit smaller than round drills. So if you get this kit in the square drill version, it's going to be 60 by 80 centimeters. If you get this kit with the round drills instead, it's going to be identical pixel for pixel in terms of the render. But because round drills are slightly larger than square drills, the canvas itself has to be a little bit bigger to accommodate that grid for round drills. So it's going to be a larger canvas, but pixel for pixel, the render is going to be the same. So, okay, here up at the top, we have Jaded Gem Shop's branding. We have their socials over here. And then here is the name of the piece, Talk to the Snakes. It is by the artist ToshiaSan. I'm sorry I didn't mention that earlier, but yes, this is the artist, and this is one of my favorite artists at Jaded Gem Shop, actually. I have a lot from this artist in my collection. The back of the canvas is this kind of short lint, soft lint material that I find to be really easy to diamond paint on and nice to diamond paint on. And it has this really thick plastic cover and then very sticky poured glue. There's always a jade green border around the outside. And then at the bottom, this is where you're gonna see the legend for this piece. So, but especially with a kit this big, I'm just gonna use the sticker labels that it came with, and that's gonna be a lot easier. Now let me show you up close, and you will get to see really what this render looks like up close, especially with all of that color blocking. There is still some confetti where we wanna get those details. Oh good, my cat's eating my tree again. The Christmas tree is up, depending on when you're watching this. So, okay, problem solved for the moment. But look at the snake. And I don't remember exactly where all the special drills are in this one. I know that I've seen it completed, but it was a little while back. And so I don't remember exactly where the special drills are, but I feel like you can really tell up close, especially when I show you the other one, you're gonna see the difference, but you can really tell up close, not only just what the image is, but that there are these really clean lines in here. So you're really gonna get that crisp, super detailed and clear look. But you know what? When it comes to rendering, a lot of that is going to be up to personal preference. And if you love this artwork and you're like, yeah, but I kind of prefer this softer render with, you know, I do like more confetti and I want to see like the hybrid render instead, you can absolutely get this piece as a hybrid render instead of the hand charted version. So both options are available to you. I'm gonna measure this really quickly. And also Jaded Gem Shop makes everything to order. So there's a couple things to note with this. First is that there is going to be a longer wait time because your kit is not made until you place the order, and then she'll, it's relatively frequently, she places an order with her manufacturer and then they come in. Make sure you're checking on the website for the most up-to-date information as far as what the anticipated turnaround time is. I don't know about you, but I'm really okay with waiting to get my diamond painting in as long as I know what to expect. So I don't mind waiting, especially for quality like this, but it's not for everyone. Also, sometimes Jaded Gem Shop will stock some kits and have ready to ship options. I believe there's a section on the website that specifically says ready to ship. So if you're wanting to get something a little bit faster, you can check and see what is available in there. Now here's our color spread. Every shade of pink ever. It's so pretty. And I'm sure this ivory is the background color. Let's open this up and take a look though. So there's 3 bags. They're all labeled like 1 through 3 and they all have kind of the unit number and some of the stats on there. This is the one thing that I don't love as much about Jaded Gem Shop, but I will happily put up with it because everything else is worth it in my opinion. And that's just how the drills are. They're in these loose strands. I'm gonna set aside the special drills for us to look at later. They're in these loose strands. You can see a lot of them are just kind of falling. And it is kind of a lot of plastic waste, but I just don't know that there's another option from this manufacturer, and I will put up with it because the quality is otherwise just so good. It's so good. So it is meaning that I'm struggling to show you these colors well. But let me show you up close in this next batch so you can see the square drill quality maybe a little bit more up close. Grab again the special drills for us to look at. There's all these crystals. And depending on the colors, sometimes there will be large and small bags and separate strands and sometimes different bags of the colors. So here, if you look up close, these are square drills. I love Jaded Gem Shop square drills. I think that they are really high quality. I've occasionally had a trash prone color and then I just give them kind of a heads up about it. But even in like, there they go, the dark colors, I find these to be really consistent in size and shape, and that I really am not dealing with much trash. I don't find that these drills tend to pop. They're just really excellent quality drills, and I like working with them a lot. And again, makes it worth it to put up with some of the hassle of kind of kitting up and having to cut open so many of these color bags. I'm really pulling these out to get the special drills at this point, but I do want to show you some of the colors. So again, lots and lots and lots of pinks going on here. And I think that is the first bag. So let's get into some of the others. At least give you a sense for the colors in here. If I just pull out all these, I think maybe these are the ones that there's bigger strands of. Okay, yeah, you can see these colors a little bit better. Looking to see if there's any special drills tucked in here. I see a glimmer drill. But yeah, just, again, if you like this shade, if you like pink, you're gonna have every color of pink in this one. And you know, I've seen the hybrid charted version of this one completed as well, and it does look really pretty. So I just don't think you can go wrong. And then, oh my gosh, oh, this background color is all a special drill. I guess I'll go and just pull that whole bag out. Are there any other crystals in here? Oh, but here's all the other colors. It's so pretty. All right, so hopefully that gave you at least a bit of a sense for the colors in this kit. Let me now show you the special drills. So I already kind of showed you this one. This is kind of that example of sometimes there's big bags and then sometimes there's straggler other little bags. This was in the first bag that we opened, and this was in the last. So I don't know why there's just random little bag there. I've never run out of a drill color, which has been fantastic, but this is a glimmer drill. Let me zoom you in and see if we can see the finish a little bit better. There is a fine glitter coating on the tops of these diamonds. It's almost like a pearlescent finish, and it just makes them look really shimmery. It just makes them look super shimmery, and I love them. I think that this is one of the prettiest special drills that is out there, and I love that Jaded Gem Shop does offer these, and that is so incredibly pretty. So that's one of our two glimmer drill colors. Our other glimmer drill is this kind of peachy pink G152, and I worked with this glimmer drill in the comparison series that I did from Jaded Gem Shop with the renders. It's so pretty. Just a nice light pink. And then we have our crystals, which did I get all of them? Let's check. I think I did. I think so. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I did. So these are all crystal colors of varying shades. So we have this light pink, C3608, this royal purple, C208, and then C210 is kind of a light purple. Then we have this gorgeous magenta color, C3607. And then we have a few shades of yellow and orange here. Here's kind of lightest to darkest. So C444, C742, C436. And crystal drills have this mirror backing. You see that mirror kind of square though. That's what's going to go flat down on the canvas, cover up the symbol, and have a really, really pretty reflective quality with the crystal tops of these diamonds. That being said, I'm going to attempt to take you through this canvas and spot the special drills. So a lot of the crystals we just did not have that much of, so I might need a second to try to find them pretty well. But then we have those two bags of that pink one. I just want to make sure I can find that okay too. The easiest one to point out is that pretty ivory glimmer drill is just all in the background. Oh, this is so convenient, you guys. These are going to be easy to find on the canvas because all the special drills are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I just have to look for the numbers. Perfect. That is going to be delightful. Okay, so I did see there's some of the number 6, which is the pink glimmer drill. It's kind of sprinkled in her dress, kind of in the bodice area. And then the snake jewelry, like this, it's wrapped around her arm, is all 3 of those yellow and orange crystal colors. I see the numbers 3, 4, and 5. So that's where those yellow crystals are going to be. The snake eyes have some of the ivory glimmer in the centers of them. And then the white lines that you see on her dress, like this line here, the top here and here, this white line, that's all going to be the white or ivory glimmer drill as well. The white sparkles you see in her sleeves, that is also going to be the ivory glimmer drill. And get those pink crystal colors. So I'm looking to see where those might be found. I just don't want to skip right past them, you know. The number 7, that one was C3607. Okay, so this magenta crystal is the number 7 and is sprinkled. Oops, let's focus on her face. It's these like little plus signs in here, the dark pink ones. That's the magenta crystal. It's over here in this sleeve as well. Pretty. Let's keep going. Her necklace here, it's not a necklace. I don't know what the technical name for this is. This is all 3 shades of our yellow. Oop, talk about glare. These are all 3 shades of the yellow and orange crystals. Of course, that's where we're going to have those crystal drills. The stars, there's a star here and then there's a star up at the top left. Those are made up of crystals as well. And then the sparkle in the stars is the ivory glimmer drill. In her eyes, that's where the royal purple crystal drill is going to be, her eyes here. And there's some of the magenta crystal right next to them and a dot each of the ivory glimmer. Then in her crown, we have the other shades of pink and purple crystals, the ones that we haven't seen yet. So this light color one, yeah, so the light purple, the dark purple, and the magenta color are all in her crown, all those crystal colors. That's really pretty. Any others up here I'm skimming past? I have missed, okay, there it is. It's in her hair. Okay, I was like, I missed, obviously, a ton of the pink glimmer color. I'm like, where is it? It has to be somewhere. It's up here in, oh, I just lost it. Right here, the highlights in her hair. So it is almost in kind of a taupe color area. But it's these light highlights. It kind of goes through her hair. It goes through some of these areas down here. Same over on this side. And that is going to be the pink glimmer color. It's just highlighting in her hair. Oh, that's pretty. It comes down here into these areas as well. I missed that in there. All right, so that is, and of course all the white is the ivory, you know, glimmer drill too. So that is Talk to the Snakes, and those special drills are gorgeous. I'll tell you what, I really enjoy the the hybrid charted kits, which we're going to look at one of those in just a minute. There are things that I really do enjoy about those, but there's just something about Jaded Gem Shop's style of hand charting, like with these kits, that I just think is spectacular. So this is Talk to the Snakes. Like I said, this is the hand charted version. It's just available in the 1 size. And I don't think that there were any that were currently in the ready to ship section, but sometimes you will get some of these pixel charted kits ready to ship. But either way, you can go onto the website and order either this pixel/hand charted version. It could be either name. And it can be made ready to order, of course, or you can always get the hybrid version if you're looking for a little bit of a softer render. But thanks to Jaded Gem Shop for sending this over. I'm going to just quickly set this off to the side, and we need to take a look at what I think might be maybe the biggest kit that I've ordered from Jaded Gem Shop before. I got this one in a really big size. Okay, so here I have Mosswood Cafe is the name of this one. Here is the artwork, which I'll get you a better look at it when we get this open and look at the sticker sheet. But I got this one in an 88 by 80. And when you're getting one of the kits that is hybrid charted, which has more computer charting with hand touch-ups, when you're going that route, you have a plethora of options available to you. You can choose the drill shape, of course. You can choose the size of the canvas, which often there are as many as 5 or 6 options in terms of the size. Jaded Gem Shop will list a, potential recommended size. Oh, I didn't quite cut that tape off, did I? Okay, there we go. A recommended size that tends to be a really good option to go with. Oh, there went the washi tape. Okay. And also, depending on the artwork, sometimes it will be offered in a crop, which I chose to get a crop of this original artwork. Now, this artwork is by HollyJackieArt. I'm going to unroll this. And I actually do not know if this is specific fan art for something. I don't know if there's like a story or something that it is based on. Oh my gosh, there's 4 packs of drills over here. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. But I will just say there was something about this artwork that was really enchanting to me. I was just so intrigued by it. If you watched my recent What's in My Rainy Day Stash video, you would have heard me share about this piece because it's in my rainy day stash, and heard me say, I just want to read the story behind what's happening here. I think that it's fascinating. I think it's beautiful and it's intriguing. I want to know what's going on here. So this is called Mosswood Cafe. Again, it's a crop of the original artwork, and I got it in an 80 by 80 because I just thought there's so many details. Let me show you. This is the original artwork. Well, this is the crop of it anyway. The full original piece is taller. It's just like there's some cropped off the top and the bottom. And I just knew, I was like, well, if I get the whole artwork, the full artwork, I'm going to have to get just an enormous piece. So why don't I get the crop instead? I still think this has a beautiful composition to it. Let me give this a try and see if this will let me get some of the amazing details. And I don't know, it's like I almost wish like I could get this in like a hand charted version, but Jade also is only able to do a limited number of hand charted versions because it's so labor intensive. You can choose to pay for a hand charted version service. It is expensive. And the listing for like the hand charted service includes the cost of the kit. So you are getting a kit. It's not like that fee is in addition to the cost of your kit. Like, no, that includes your kit. But I don't know if that's something I can really swing budget wise for a while, for at least a little bit here. But I ordered this in the hybrid charter version, just thinking, I think the art style is still going to look really pretty in that, rendering style. So, yeah, let me kind of walk you through this. This is very colorful, 71 colors, tons of colors. Now, I was talking about how these hybrid charted versions are so incredibly customizable. I talked about how you can pick your drill shape. You can pick your size from a ton of different sizes. Sometimes there are crops available of the original artwork. And you can also choose if you want to have special drills added in. It is an extra fee to have special drills added in. And for this artwork, in this case, I decided not to. I decided to forego it. Let me just get it with, regular drills. And I think it's still going to be really pretty. So now I'm going to show you up close. And I think you're going to see very quickly the difference between a kit like this and Talk to the Snakes, which was hand charted. So immediately, do you see the confetti? I guess I didn't specify this earlier. I apologize. Confetti is where you have a lot of color changes in a small area. So you're going to be doing more single placing, changing out the color in your tray a bit more often, and it is usually going to take longer. Hybrid charted kits, which are more computer charted with hand touch-ups, tend to be much more confetti heavy. Color blocking, there actually is a tiny bit of color blocking in this piece that I'll show you, but color blocking is where you have more of the same color, often in blocks in a small area, and that you can usually grab a multi-placer and get through a little bit faster, and that color is going to be in your tray for longer. So this purple shade in her dress down here, I'm going to be able to multi-place through there. So that's going to be great. But this piece, and the countertop too, this piece is absolutely just going to be a lot of confetti. Now, these high confetti pieces, they tend to look a little bit muddier when you're not looking at drills on a canvas because you're just seeing a ton of different symbols. In my experience, it does look cleaner. It does look better once we have drills down and you see the actual color that's there and not just the symbol printing. So that background, there's a little bit of line blocking in the background. There's Mosswood Cafe, and it looks like I'll be able to make out what the words are. So I am happy for that. And let me tell you what, 80 by 80, this is a big canvas, but I just thought if I'm gonna get it, I want to be happy with how it's going to turn out. And I just thought I could have got it in a 70 by 70, but when I was looking on the website, when you go and kind of flip through the different sizes, there will be kind of renders that do come up for each size, but keep in mind that the final render is cleaned up even further. And just when I was looking at the render and comparing the 70 by 70 to the 80 by 80, it was enough of a difference for me that I thought, let me just get the 80 by 80. I think I'm going to be happier. If I'm going to go ahead and commit to a big project, let's just go for it and get an 80 by 80. So this is going to be a big undertaking. Once you get to, like for me, as far as working on a kit, once I get past like the shortest side being 70 centimeters, it tends to get a little more difficult to work with. I'm really having to stretch if I don't want to have the piece in my lap. Now I will rotate my canvas, every which way to work on it, but 80 by 80 is just going to be a much bigger undertaking. That is for sure. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, just think this artwork is delightful. I think it's so sweet and so fun and so whimsical and so intriguing. I just am still like, I don't even see the like 80 by 80 size point. I just look at it and see, oh, this looks like it's going to be so fun to work on. So, yeah, that is oh, I didn't show you the colors. Sorry. Now these you're going to see again, I have 4 bags of these. There's a lot because we've got this big old piece. So lots of earth tones in this one. I am not going to take these out of the bag this time. The manufacturer is the same, you guys. You can see the way the drills are. It's the same as Talk to the Snakes. So you're going to get, and they're square drills again. You're going to get that same square drill quality with, a hand charted versus a hybrid charted version. So I'm just going to leave these in here and just let you look at and enjoy the colors. Again, lots of earth tones in here. I love it. It's just so cozy. It's so cozy. So I love it, you guys. So, okay, this was Mosswood Cafe and is by HollyJackieArt. And I really like this artist's work a lot. I have a lot of it, I feel like, on my wish list, but as I mentioned, again, in my rainy day stash video, this is in my rainy day stash. And what my rainy day stash is just kits that I want to save and savor and work on at like a special time, or they have some kind of special meaning to me. And this one, it just is really the sense of like the story behind it. There's something about the artwork that I just think is really neat. And so that's why this one is in my rainy day stash. And what that means is that I don't know exactly when I'm going to work on it. I do try to work on kits in my rainy day stash relatively regularly so they're not just collecting dust, but I don't think I'm going to be in a huge rush to work on this one. And I've got to be ready. I've got to just be ready for a really large kit that's going to be a big undertaking, but I think I'm going to really enjoy it a lot once I'm ready to work on it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this double unboxing video. I hope that you enjoyed getting to take a look at Mosswood Cafe and Talk to the Snakes. Talk about a very different kind of like opposites, really. We have this like hand-charted version, lots of just pinks, lots of special drills. And then we have this piece that is hybrid charted. There's a lot more confetti and these pretty earth tones. So I think this is actually not a bad representation of the variety that is available at Jaded Gem Shop. So go and take a look what they have to offer. They do new releases every Thursday, and they try to release 1 to 2 hand-charted kits each Thursday as well. So they're gradually expanding what they have to offer in their hand-charted section of the website. So if that is a rendering style that does appeal to you, just know that that's kind of the release schedule. And the rest of the kits that are released on Thursdays are just going to be by default the hybrid charted versions. So I like to sign up for their emails because sometimes they'll even include like secret gift cards or discount codes in their emails too. And that's also where I can see, okay, here's what the new releases are this Thursday. But okay, you guys, let me know what you think. Which kind of rendering style do you tend to gravitate towards? Is there one of these particular kits that's maybe on your wish list? Or are you just gonna enjoy them vicariously through others and hopefully me at some point here? And yeah, I'm so curious to hear what your thoughts are below. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more diamond painting videos from me. I'd love to have you here. And I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.